Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my podcast show. Today, I will be dealing with a few things. Oh, and the comment section, I heard you. You asked to see certain motors and stuff, bigger motors I dealt with. I do have these motors still, but I'm working on smaller things so I can improve on these big motors, okay? Because big motors take more time, more material, so instead of wasting bigger and more material, I practice on smaller stuff, you know. To test a circuit, I'm not going to build a huge motor. I'm going to build a small motor to test a circuit. Anyway, I do have my motors still, year 2021. They are there. There are some motors I won't get rid of, but a lot of them I got rid of because they were experiments. I tried my experiments, I got answers, and I built other things using these experiments. Alright? Now, what do we talk about again? What do we have to talk about? So, yes, I made a decision to build a few motors. I'll be starting with the imhotep. I'm bearing in mind that my audience may be newcomers to this and want something simple to build. And I think the imhotep is simple in the fact that you don't have to cut circles, rotors, and stators. Everything is there in the PC fan. So I chose it as a simple motor to start off with. On my next podcast, I'm hoping to have it done and running. So you can see I took my time, I built this motor, put it away, get rid of it after I learn whatever I learned from it, and start something else, which is a Newman motor, is what I like to build after this, for example. So, what's next? Oh, building can cause you to have some problems like clutter, hoarding. Now, I have nothing with people who hoard and clutter, but there are ways to deal with cluttering and hoarding. You can build shelves, have storage containers. I'll always give you a little tip. But now, what's next? A workbench. You need a workbench. You can't just work anywhere in your drawing room, in your rooms. You are going to have problems with clutter and hoarding. It's going to be messy. So you can have a workbench you build, or you can build a portable workbench, for example. A portable workbench. You don't want your house looking like a hoarder's house from the UK, and you don't have a bed anymore because you're storing stuff on your bed. You don't have a, a, a table to eat anymore because you cluttered it out. Okay, so I'm just giving you these tips so you can learn from people who did this already and know that one day you might deal with clutter or hoarding, because you in this field DIY, you collect stuff, you try and get stuff for free, bearings, materials to build your projects, and you have to store them. Sometimes you may never use these projects or these materials you stored. So you need to know which material, which project you're going to use, so you don't take things you don't need. Alright? So that's something I wanted to touch on. I also wanted to touch about my OBS studio. I'm trying to get OBS studio up and running. This podcast might need OBS. And with things like OBS, you can have people speak up also. You can have this thing online. Once you have the link, you may be able to join. And we can speak about our projects and what we think of other people's projects. What you learned from it. Where you think this movement should go next. And so on and so on. So, I'm going to end this video with me prepping and preparing a PC fan I found so that I can work on the imhotep. I'm going to unmount as much things as possible, get to the stator. On my next video, I'll present components I have to build this thing. I'll build this thing and run this thing. So, ladies and gentlemen, here I am prepping my fan. I am going to remove everything I can remove from the fan. Then I'm going to build my circuit. I will have the footage on the next show, probably in 2 or 3 days. It could be sooner. You never know. Alright? So this is something, is an old school, a very old video. It's probably 8 years, probably more, probably 12 years on YouTube. You can type in imhotep. And I knew this video, I knew this build a long time ago. I knew this build. But now I'm attempting to build it because it's a very simple build. You don't have to go and look for all kinds of stuff, rotors, stators. Everything is compact in the PC fan. It's a nice small project to start off with. So I'm going to do the thing. I will be back when the project is done. Present it. And then, and only then, I will start collecting stuff for my Newman motor. Okay? Well, to tell you the truth, I have some stuff laying around somewhere I saw already I can get. But I'm not going to challenge it as yet. I'm going to do this project, get it over with, get it out of the way. And ladies and gentlemen, I'll be back. I'm out, finally.